for applications that need to be in production for 24/7 operation. So it's very configurable, and that's the key, and it can run in a completely isolated manner inside the private cloud, completely decoupled from the internet, but it can also be hosted and give access to external customers coming into your cloud if you choose to configure it that way.
All right, well, that's actually going to wrap up our first module here. We want to remind you of a few resources that we have here. Download these products from the TechNet Evaluation Center. Try hands-on with the TechNet Virtual Labs. And of course, come back to the Microsoft Virtual Academy, where you'll get live and on-demand training for this and a whole bunch of other technologies. We're now going to go and take a 10-minute break. After we return, I'm going to be joined by another guest, and we're actually going to be looking at how we install and configure the Windows Azure Pack. We'll be right back.
Hardware resources, and in many cases software resources. So virtual server appliances or virtual server resources, where this used to be a physical box, maybe now it's a resource that resides on a server and it looks just like a virtual machine and can be easily attached to another virtual machine to provide security, or attached to lots of virtual machines for load balancing. And then on top of that, the network is evolving. The network is being able to be provisioned dynamically, be unprovisioned dynamically, to be able to say I can add bandwidth, I can add subnets, and so forth. So core to infrastructure as a service is being able to deliver all of these things on demand for my end users, and then they can take care of managing the application, the OS, patching, all of those things above and beyond what I do for other application services for IT. So that's infrastructure as a service in a nutshell. We'll talk about more details of some of the technologies that are delivering that, but virtualization is a core technology for that. Being able to do this over more of a converged infrastructure, so I'm utilizing my resources efficiently, is a core piece of this. And it's important to think that the use cases for infrastructure as a service tend to stop where the end user, the business user, simply says, I want the infrastructure resources. I will manage the OS and the application layers above that. Thanks, and thanks for listening.